they said the swell was huge, and we looked on the map before we came here. They said the swell was going to be huge, and we were looking out the window of the plane. We're kind of looking. We're like, gosh, it doesn't look that big.
But holy shit! Like today's big and perfect. Probably 12 to 15, and
as big as it could be out there without it just looking evil.
It was just like it was the most beautiful day you can imagine. Just glassy. The colors were just amazing.
That was the most perfect thing I've ever seen, for sure. Just the way the waves came in, and it's like you draw it on your book. If you could like use colors and draw what a wave looked like, that's what it would look like. Perfect blue, green, offshore. When we pulled up, no one's out. It's like a cartoon. Looks like a video game just going down the reef. Like, oh my god.
Just perfect. Nice light. No wind. Not one drop of water out of place. It's unbelievable.
Right when we first got out there, we saw about like just wave after wave that was kind of pretty much unrideable. They were really south and didn't have really any entry on them.
Sometimes you don't get days like that. That's definitely one of the best days I've seen out there. There are really good days, probably as good or almost as good, but you don't have the talents that are out that day to make it look that good. You have lots of waves unridden. That day was just out of hand because no waves, no sets been unridden. Like every big sets were ridden by the tall guys, or if the tall guys were not going for them, some guy would try to catch it paddling in. So just a big party out there.
there were so many good surfers out there that were actually getting fully barreled out there. Like Dorian was, he's so good. Like he can surf a 2-foot wave and surf a 20-foot wave, and he'll do exactly the same. He'll cut back, fade, won't even grab a rail, just get barreled. Thought Walsh did good. Walsh, he charges, that kid. He charges. He's a maniac. He got some bombs. Manoa, Drollet, it's incredible. You know, all those guys are on their backhand. You know, like I can't believe how many barrels they got on their backhand. You know, and
I mean, the standouts that day were, without a doubt, starting with the Tahitians, Manoa Drollet was just in rhythm with towing in the morning. He was just on every dream wave that you could imagine that just did the perfect thing. And then he paddled in and got a couple crazy paddle-in waves where like air dropped and just looked like he was going to get the wave in the back of the head, and just nonchalant just went up underneath it and got spit out. And Ian Walsh was like the unsung hero, I think, because he was just getting so deep on these bombs, and he got towed into a couple sick ones. Dorian, Ian Walsh, Bruce, Andy. I saw Bruce get vaporized on one where he just got towed into one, and he doesn't know anything else but just to get as deep as he can get, and that's all he knows, you know. So he just got vaporized and looked like, whoa, that was gnarly.
It was actually pretty good because the smaller sets could be caught paddling in, so everybody was happy. The towing guys were happy getting the waves from the outside, and the other guys are paddling in on some sick ones on the inside. So I'm sure the cameraman and the photographers were really happy about that as well. They got a lot of work done.
most beautiful day anyways. It was just the perfect day. Like everything was like perfect. I wanted another one. It was like an addiction. Like you just kick out of one and you're just like, gotta do it again. But there was like 50 guys like in line, you know, so I had to give the rope up, but yeah.
The first thing that struck me was the wave CJ Hobgood caught paddling in. It looked like a towing wave, but he went for it and pulled it. I've been thinking about that wave since then. It's really nuts.
Yeah, I got a wave where I just, it was a big wave, it was a good sized wave that came in, and I just instinctively decided, hey, this is the one I'm going for. It looks like it had enough south and enough west in it where I'm just gonna try to paddle, and if it picks me up and lets me in, then I'm going, and if I get stuck up at the top, then no wind to say when and pull back. And I just started paddling as hard as I could and committed myself, and the wave just picked me up just enough to push me onto it, and I was able to get underneath it and get a little entry, and I dropped in, and it was a fun drop.
But no one got hurt on either day. No.
I don't think anybody got a scratch. I think some guys got hurt once they were in the lagoon because it's shallow, but not on the wipeouts. That's pretty amazing.
That's a fucking 10. It doesn't get better than that. Like I said before, you got all the elements were there. You had incredible perfect waves, little big barrels, offshore, sunny. You had the best surfers in the world out there surfing. Fuck, doesn't get better than that. It's a happy day, that. It's a mortgage paying day. Or a few mortgage paying days.
So definite 10?
Oh yeah, it's fucking 10 for sure. It's the first time I've ever given a 10 on a trip, but yeah, it's definitely a 10.
That was a perfect day. You can call it a perfect day for sure.
That was just a bullshit day. That'll go down in history, I reckon, for sure. That was sick.
Perfect day.